Hey guys, welcome back from another video from TDL DIY. So today we're going to be showing you how to change your spark plugs on a 2013 SkyActiv Mazda 3. Now, the gap size might be different from a regular Mazda 3 versus a SkyActiv, so you might want to check on that. Just confirm your gap size. Okay guys, so first step, you're going to want to take off this plastic cover. Just pry up on it and then pull out. Just like that. So the tools you're going to need before we kick off, you're going to need a 10mm socket. Extension is up to you. And you're going to need a 9/16 socket wrench, or you can use a regular socket, 9/16, and just get a magnet and pull it out. So choice is up to you with a long extension. So you got, you're gonna have five of these nuts. So 4 across the top, and you got 1 right here. This little piece comes off, just set it aside. So I suggest doing one at a time, and you don't get things mixed up, but I'm just gonna loosen all these nuts off now. And guys, it's always important to lay your nuts and bolts out the way that it came out, so you don't forget anything. Pull one out. There we go. Got the old spark plug out. And I'm changing the spark plugs at 120,000 kilometers, which is the maintenance schedule for Mazda. So that's the old spark plug. I'm just going to pop it off. It's not going to fit. Hey guys, that's why it's always important to check your plugs, make sure they're the same, because I didn't show in this video, but Mazda sold me the wrong plugs. It was for a Mazda 3, yes, and it also fit many other cars that Mazda has, but it was actually the wrong plug for my 2013 SkyActiv, and I actually had to use my VIN to figure out which plugs they were. So if you can see that. Focus. Anyways, I'll put the name of the model number of the plug in the description so you guys can check it out. But they did sell me the wrong plug. These ones are the right ones. After I figured out that it was not the right plug to begin with, I went back, called them up. They were super good about it. Sundance Mazda here in Edmonton, super great people. They exchanged my spark plugs, no problem, and they even give me a bit of a discount for the new plugs, since they're they retail for about $40 a plug. I think I got them for about $25 a plug, which I need to get done today, or I would have maybe looked online, but probably online I would have only saved maybe a couple dollars per plug. But yeah, so it's always, whatever parts you're changing on a car, always compare the old one to the new one, make sure they're the same. Same with the gap. I know sometimes if they get a little burnt or whatever, they get old, the gap increases, but just make sure that your gap is relatively the same between the new and the old plug, and check for your gap settings. Ask Mazda, they'll let you know. If not Mazda, then check some forums and stuff. There's a lot of good information, but sometimes it's hard. So these gaps, these ones are gapped at about 0.040, and that's what the new plugs are gapped at. I did talk to Mazda. I asked what it was. They did assure me that they were gapped, already pre-gapped from factory, so they'll be able to go in my car. That being said, just make sure all your spark plugs are the same. That there's nothing that's gonna be different about them. So I'm gonna put them in, guys. You always want to check your plugs too. Make sure there's no damage to the ceramic or anything like that. So just give your plugs a once over and check your gap settings. Make sure they're good, and yeah, that's it. So I know there's probably a specific torque, but I've always done spark plugs this way and I've never had an issue. So all I do is just snug, and that's it. So not too tight, guys. You don't want to be stripping any threads in your block. So, and of course, so you're going to be wanting to do the same process to all of them. One thing I do have, guys, which you guys should probably do, is throw a little dielectric grease just right in the tip of your, just right in here. And that will just ensure that you got good contact. I don't recommend, I know there's a lot of people online that probably say it, just throw a little bit of anti-seize on the threads of your spark plug. Just make sure you don't hit the electrode. I recommend not doing this, because if you're doing it to a torque spec, you're going to throw your torque spec off. That one's done. And the way we're going to do it, we'll just throw that bad boy right in there. We know it's done. We'll move on to the next one. And I'm just going to fast forward everything from here on out. And it's just the same process all the way down the line. There we go, guys, we're all done. Last thing to do is start it up. See how she sounds. Spark plugs, guys, if you want to see. So we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So they're in order from 1 to 4. As you can see, 4 has seen a lot better days. So it's time for new plugs. Mazda recommends changing them at 120,000 kilometers, and I'm at 121,000. So I'm right on where they want me to be. And yeah, they got a little burnt up in the ceramic area, but hey, we got new plugs. Car should be happy. So there you go, guys. Spark plug job all done. Takes approximately, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. It doesn't take very long, guys. Once you have all the tools, it's very quick and easy. Anybody can do this. Just have some dielectric grease, like I said, and just don't use NECs on the threads. Do not recommend it one bit. Use some dielectric grease. You'll be good to go. So yeah, guys, that's it. She's purring like a kitten now. Thanks for watching. If you liked my video, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe, and don't forget you can share with friends and family if they have 2013 Mazda 3 SkyActiv. I will put a link in the description, the exact part number I had for my 2013 SkyActiv. Now different Mazdas are going to have a different spark plug. I think the Mazda 3, just a regular non-SkyActiv, takes a different spark plug than the SkyActiv. So just keep that in mind, guys. And I'll put in the description below kind of both, the one for the regular Mazda 3 and one for the SkyActiv, because I have the invoices, and I think that was just the mistake, is I have the SkyActiv, or maybe it was just the model of my VIN. I'm not quite sure, but I'll put both of them in description below for you guys, for your guys' knowledge. Thanks for watching, guys, and don't forget, never stop.
Never stop learning.
Great. All right, guys, have a good day, and catch you in the next video.